You ever try sulfur monoxide hard to impress your boss that you accidentally destroyed your entire career in one day? These people didn't just fail. They failed spectacularly. We're talking about the guy who rented a helicopter to get to work on time and crashed it into the parking lot. The intern who rewrote the company's entire policy manual without being asked, and the salesman who spent $3,000 of his OWN money on a client dinner for a client who didn't even work there anymore. 55 real people, 55 brain-melting decisions, and 0 jobs at the end of it. Stay until number 1 because it might be the single dumbest thing ever done in the history of employment. People who went embarrassingly over the top trying to look good, stayed at the office for 72 hours straight to look dedicated, fell asleep during a client presentation, sent the boss a 47-page improvement plan for the company on their first week, memorized the CEO's entire LinkedIn and quoted it back during a meeting, creeping everyone out, wore a suit to a construction site every single day to look professional, brought homemade lunch for the entire office 40 people every day for a month, went broke, changed their name legally to match the company founder's name, printed and framed the boss's motivational tweets and hung them around the office, learned the boss's native language in secret, mispronounced everything, offended the entire team, showed up 3 hours early every day and rearranged everyone's desks for efficiency, created a PowerPoint ranking coworkers by productivity and emailed it company-wide. People who completed tasks nobody asked for and paid the price. Rewrote the company website over the weekend without permission, deleted the live version, fired an underperforming coworker without having any authority to do so, organized the entire server file system as a surprise. Nobody could find anything for weeks. Called every single client personally to check in, interrupted 3 major deals. Hired their own personal assistant to help them do their entry-level job faster. Built a tracking spreadsheet for every employee's bathroom breaks to optimize time. Volunteered to give a keynote speech at a conference the company was sponsoring with no preparation. Took on 6 people's workloads to look indispensable, missed every single deadline, sent weekly performance reviews of their boss to their boss, booked a billboard near the office to advertise their own dedication to the company, printed business cards with a self-promoted title, Chief Visionary Officer, started a company newsletter without approval, accidentally leaked confidential financials, redesigned the company logo over a weekend and sent it to a major client by mistake, created a company podcast featuring anonymous complaints about management, automated their boss's email responses. Boss didn't find out for 3 weeks. When trying to impress, went catastrophically wrong. Organized a surprise office party for the boss's birthday. Wrong date, wrong boss. Tried to land a major account by cold calling the client's competitor by mistake. Rented a luxury car to drive the boss to lunch, returned it with $4,000 in damage. Wrote a glowing self-review and accidentally submitted it as the boss's review of them. Gave a TED-style talk at a team meeting, used fake statistics they made up on the spot, spent the entire IT budget on ergonomic chairs to boost morale without approval, tried to get the team featured in a news article journalist wrote about company dysfunction instead, submitted a proposal in a foreign language to impress international clients, used Google Translate, accidentally CC'd the entire company on a private email praising themselves, recruited a famous motivational speaker for a team meeting, charged it to the company card, organized a charity event in the company's name, chose a charity the CEO personally despised, installed productivity monitoring software on coworkers' computers illegally, took a client to an expensive steakhouse, client was vegan, deal fell apart, created a wall of wins in the break room featuring only their own achievements, responded to a company-wide email meant for the CEO, pretending to be the CEO, the absolute most unhinged, jaw-dropping attempts, saved for last, followed the boss home to continue the meeting, pitched a $10 million idea to investors without telling the company, Hired a PR firm to write press releases about their own work performance. Showed up to a Zoom call from the boss's vacation spot, having followed them there. Printed fake performance reviews showing themselves as top performer and left them on the boss's desk. Changed the company's Wikipedia page to credit themselves for founding it. Tried to negotiate their own raise by threatening to take their skills to a competitor. On day 3, sent the boss a custom-made action figure of themselves with a note, "Your next MVP." Rewrote a signed client contract after the fact to add their name as co-negotiator. Showed up to the annual board meeting uninvited with a 200-slide presentation. Launched a competing product to show initiative while still employed. Faked a crisis at work so they could heroically solve it in front of leadership. Bribed a coworker to pretend to quit so they could cover 2 roles and look superhuman. Got a tattoo of the company logo to prove lifetime loyalty during a probation period. Sent a glowing reference letter about themselves, forging the CEO's signature to the CEO, and there you have it. 55 people who wanted to be Employee of the Month and ended up Employee of the moment their career ended. If this video taught you anything, let it be this: just do your job. Drop a comment with the dumbest thing you've seen someone do at work. And if you made it to number 1, you already know what to do.